Yo, Wiz Khalifa's back on a Cruz Show. Let's get it.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening?
Yeah, man. Yo, a lot of hits.
Hey, yo, that was a nice intro.
Yeah. No, for sure. Shout out to Nico Blitz. He did that for you,
got
man.
you, man.
Killed that.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Dang,
Thank you.
that was
Bro,
sick.
900 hits is crazy, bro.
Yeah. 900 hits.
Bro, that's out of control. That's a crazy set list, bro.
Yeah.
That's a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Where you could just keep performing in every song. It's just that song that evokes emotion and memories from people. It's crazy.
That's what
bro.
I was thinking about. Like, a lot of memories to those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of memories creating
cool.
music. Do we remember everything? Because there's a lot of smoke also involved.
Yeah, I remember everything.
That's right.
Yes, I remember everything. I remember all those.
That's right, bro. So online, Wiz, like the content is crazy, right?
Yep.
Like we're traveling, we're on private planes, we're putting outfits out, we're feeding Shadow, clear blue pregnancy tests. I love it all, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I stay busy. I stay active. That's the TikTok. On the Instagram, that's you get the good weed content on there.
That's right.
Yeah. You get like jars of trees. You get bong rips. You get low riders. Yeah, you get all that.
Yeah, and like what people may not remember maybe is like, like the internet early like that's where you got to really show who you were. Like you told everybody who you were on the internet. You and Mac Miller were on that YouTube and internet early.
Yeah, absolutely. Twitter was really big for me. YouTube, really big for me. Just being able to curate my fan base and like figure out who was really there for me and who supported me and actually entertain them. And a lot of my early mixtapes like Flight School and Cushion Orange Juice, Burn After Rolling, Cabin Fever, a lot of that stuff was just really, all directed towards the internet. And I made a lot of, my early career, fans and just expectations of what Wiz Khalifa was. I really got my identity off of that.
Were you and Mac like, yo, we're gonna kill this internet shit?
I don't know about what Mac thought about the internet, because he was a little bit younger than me. But for me,
he was a little bro.
Yeah, for sure. But for me, it really started like I didn't have a record deal, so that was like my only outlet. Like that was the only way to really get my music out there and like really have people hear me or know what I was doing. So as soon as I figured out like I could do it from my basement, like in my mom's crib, I just was like, I was nonstop with it.
Yeah. You were Kai Cenat before Kai Cenat, my G.
I mean, for real, that's why I love all the streamers, because that method still exists where you can just, be consistent on the internet and get it cracking and become, a real tastemaker out here.
You broadcast to the world from your own shit. You broadcasting live from your own shit.
Absolutely.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
KOJ2 is out.
It's out.
We're here, man. Keep streaming it, man. It's crazy. Congratulations
on
it, man.
The sequel,
man. The sequel, 15 years later.
15 years later. And it was like 4 days away from like the real 15
The official anniversary. Yeah. So why so long? I mean, obviously, right? There's so much in between. I mean, like just legendary music.
Yeah. I think it just worked out like that. I'm in a lot of like really blessed situations that I'm grateful for. One being that everybody is really into the whole nostalgia of the blog era and like the era that I came up in, to the point where they created this whole like narrative where it's like Wiz is bringing the blog era back. He's bringing that feeling back. Feels like 2010 again. So just feeling that that people embracing that, I knew that Cushion Orange Juice 2 would be the most exciting thing that I could do and the most anticipated thing that I could do, instead of like trying to come up with some new concept that would like possibly go over people's heads or could hit or couldn't hit. Yeah. I mean, it could hit or miss. I knew that Cushion Orange Juice was something that people were looking forward to, whether they knew it or not, and that the minute that I said that I was doing it, they would be interested. and it set the bar up to a level for me to, you know, make sure that I achieve as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also just the combination of like timing too. You know, we dropped the album around 420, so just being able to own that time and to create those experiences that surround the original Cushion Orange Juice. That's what's really the music is all about. It's just hanging out, having a good time, chilling. You might be on vacation, you might smoke for the first time, like whatever those experiences and memories are, allowing the people to attach that to the music as well. Yeah. And so it's just a combination of things.
Nah, man. Taylor Gang is all over it. Yeah. Right? We got our appearances in, right? Easy Wider. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, Quick is on there.
Quick, you got David there. Marvin Blake on there. Yeah. That's a different verse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
You know? Yep. And Terrace Martin, you got that treatment.
Yeah, yep.
That Jet Taylor's crazy, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
With the horns in it like that, like, yo, that's different. You remember that sound.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very sticky.
Heck
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, like, yo, like that, there's songs on there that just make you feel something, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's right around music. It's, you know, you can work out to it as well. Yeah. You can live your life, you know?
Yeah, it's super chill and it's current too. It's like where I'm at in my life right now is talking about the things that are relevant to me. I talk about like kicking it with my 2 kids. That's the perfect evening. And just saying stuff that are relevant to, you know, real people in the world who they can relate to stuff like that. Like it's really feel good and party music, but it's also motivational music. There's stuff for the ladies. There's stuff to smoke to.
Yeah, man.
And there's stuff that, you know, if you want to elevate, it sounds cool elevating. You know?
No, of course, yeah. You know what else is very cool is just to see you smile. Yeah. You talk about the love for your mom and your sibling that you lost, right? And you're being very vulnerable about it, and you're sharing your experience. Yeah. Right? And your feelings on it, right? That's got to be a tough song to get done.
Yeah, I mean...
but also maybe therapeutic?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely therapeutic. And for me, it's something that I like to do because I like to show all parts of who I am, like the good stuff and just the stuff that might not be so easy to talk about, but also makes me who I am. And my relationship with my mom is really important to me, both of my parents. But my mom just moved out here to L.A. with me just having a daughter. So I haven't lived in the same city as her in 15 years. And, you know, like as an adult, it just feels good. It feels like
to have your mom
refreshing.
Close.
Yeah, to have my mom close. I'm back with my mom. I'm back close to my mom. She right up the street from me.
Yeah.
So it's like it's relevant to me. You know, like a lot of people could just write that song and be like, okay, well, I need a song about my mom on the album. But like I'm seeing my mom every day for the first time in 15 years. So it's like it's relevant to me. It means something.
Right. This is now.
Yeah.
She getting a song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
So it feels good that people embrace that stuff too.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say I was hesitant to put that on there, but that was a bold move in my you know, on my behalf. But I also did record that song on live in front of my fans. So they know that song exists. I'm comfortable with it. I'm confident with it. So that's why I was able to.
I remember the comments. Drop this. Drop it.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say it's my favorite record.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
absolutely love it.
Thank
and
you.
I think that like separation, like you said, with your mom from being away from her from like 15 years, it also makes your guys' bond that much more stronger. And then it reflects on you as a parent too.
Yeah, totally. And it does it. Just her having the opportunity to see her grandkids every day and be in their lives.
That's it right there. That's it.
You know, if I gotta go somewhere, I'm like, yo, just call my mom.
Yeah.
And she's loving it. Like,
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that can't do that, right? So like that's so major. You know, I say that all the time. Like we're so lucky to be able to be like, I got to talk to my mom.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And moms can help with the kids, you know, when they can, obviously, right?
Yep.
Does she help with Cadence?
Oh, yeah.
All the time?
All the time, bro. She be over there before I wake up.
She doesn't live with you, does she?
Nah, she doesn't, but she might as well. Nah, she likes having her own space. But there is times where I wake up and I'll just hear her voice in the house and she won't tell me she's coming over or nothing. She just
hey, that's her
there.
house too, dog.
Yeah,
You're
I
her
love
baby.
that, though.
Does she have a key to your house?
For sure. She got the gate code, the key. She got all that.
That's right. Jackie, can Nico's mom have a key to your place?
Yeah, I would say why not.
They're engaged.
Yeah, that's my
we're-
fiance.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're engaged.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the main thing. The parents gotta be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
1,000%.
100%.
Yeah,
Jackie's
yeah.
also against mama's boys. You know what I mean? So there's that.
No, I'm not against it. It's just that my brother is a mama's boy, so I'm against my brother.
What's he,
I don't hate all mama's
he's like
boys.
he just tells mom everything.
Yeah, like whenever we go like over, she
Yeah.
like if like he starts bugging with me and like starts getting on my ass,
Mm-hmm.
my mom will be like, Jack, cut it out. I'm like, I literally did not even start this. And we're a grown ass adults and it's still that way.
Yeah.
Yo, my influence with Juicy J, as soon as that comes on, you're just like, fucking Juicy J, dog. He just knows what to do. He's got that, it's that signature, right?
Yeah, for sure. I grew up listening to 3-6, and when we did that song, it just reminded me of everything that I rode around listening to as a kid. But now, though, and being able to feel like that with him was the same thing that I wanted to do with my album.
Yeah.
So we're doing the same exact thing. Juicy never lost a step, a touch, or anything. He still produces. He still writes. He's in the studio every day, and he has that sound that a lot of people mimic or sample from now.
Yeah.
And, it's still a relevant sound, whether it be the drum patterns or the patterns of his flows or just the all-around approach to the music. Juicy's been a huge influence. So to do that song with him was like, it was big for me. And he's, everybody knows our history together with him being signed to Taylor Gang. So to just continue the legacy was really important for me.
Yeah, keep it going, right?
Yeah,
That's right. What up, Nico?
Speaking of the album, I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm always loving whenever you work with Bay Area artists. I think you got like La Russell on there,
Russell's
Larry
on there.
June.
Yep.
You've worked with Fresh, Too Short, everybody.
Yep.
Like, what is it about the Bay Area that makes you want to keep on working with our artists?
I love the Bay Area because as soon as I went out there, I noticed the similarities between the Bay and Pittsburgh. We kind of talk the same. We kind of just value the same stuff, and the weed is so good out there.
Oh, yeah,
Weed is
bro.
crazy out there. They
The
got
weed
Humboldt
is
out there, right?
Best weed in the world.
Come on now.
As soon as I found that weed, I was like, yeah, that's literally the best weed in the world. And then, like, I have really good friends from out there. Burner is like my brother.
Yeah.
And, he showed me so much about the game and just that wasn't music oriented. And he put me in position as far as Khalifa Kush that, nobody could have ever done.
Wow.
And, just having real family members and people in the Bay always inspire me, but also the hustle from the Bay Area. The independence about the music, the production, the way it slaps is super duper heavy, but it's funky as well. But it has to slap though. Like, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, if I can't play that shit in my car, like, what I mean? I don't know fuck who it is. And like, just growing up with that opinion about music, like we share that about our music. So, just knowing that, and then, a lot of the independent hustle, like how Too Short started, translated later into like Lil B, you know what I mean? And he's part of our generation as well. But we got to see him do the same thing on the internet where he was just recording freestyles and dropping stuff and, just being his own person. And that's how and that's what La Russell does as well. He's very consistent. This nigga dropped like 30-something albums. Yeah,
bro.
exactly. So it's like that Bay Area hustle, man. I always looked up to that, always respected that. And that's something that I made sure that I incorporated into my game as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You got that sound.
Yeah,
It's it's got to sound right in the car sound.
Yeah, it's got to sound right. It's got to slap. You got to be talking the right way on there. Like, your lingo got to be correct. Yeah, everything. Yeah, like, yeah.
Yep. Jason Martin on there too, man. Ty Dolla $ign as well.
Yep,
You feel me? It's a West Coast vibe, and we mentioned Quick as well. Terrace Martin. There's these unique sounds in these beats, right? How many do you get to pick from as far as beats? Are you offered a massive amount of beats, or are you just going through them every single day? What's that process like?
The process with beat making for this album was we were really particular about how we picked the beats. A lot of them I started just ground up, just sounds, like just basic 1 or 2 sounds, and trying to just write raps and build a groove around that and really figure out what the pocket of the music was, because I knew I wanted to do something that was musical, had a lot of instruments in it, had different sections to it, but I didn't want it to sound too live or too, not like anything that you would want to play in your car or could enjoy in, just a regular environment. So it took a lot of just finding what that pocket was and figuring out what people would react the best to. So we went through a lot of stuff where we just created things, and then we started to find who could actually make these, the stuff that we were building ground up. We figured out who could do that, but currently, you know what I mean, and make it sound like what people are used to. And that's where Mike and Keys really come in. Cardo comes in, Sledgerin, a lot of people, freaking TM, Mike Will, a lot of people who have that live sound, but they're creating it, the way people are used to hearing it. And then we were able to manipulate some stuff to where, because a lot of the original Kush and Orange Juice sound is a real soulful sound.
Yeah.
So without sampling, we were able to manipulate a lot of stuff to where it sounds sampled or where it feels old school, but it's new and it's really, original stuff. So we worked really hard to develop the sound to just make it, what people are comfortable with, and also use the technology that we have now as well.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, and manipulating a sound is also very cost effective, right?
Right. Yeah.
No clearances.
No clearances at all, dog. But it gives you that sound, though.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People like, where did that come from?
It's kind of like that dude in New York. He carries a piano on him, and then he just has them like rap over.
Right.
It's
like make a beat right there. Yeah. Because, there's really ways to do it. And then there's a lot of breadcrumbs from the original Kush and Orange Juice that I dropped in there too, that I wanted you to feel the DNA of it, but it not exactly be that.
It's there.
So, yeah, for sure, man. I'm glad we were able to like put it together. And to me, I'm really impressed with the sonics of it. And it stands up there with like the real classics like Doggy Style and like Chronic and things that changed music. Like not just, our standout moments for the artist, but actually changed how people created albums after that. Like this is one of those.
Yeah. Red Eye and Hit It Once as well. I'm glad they made it on as well.
Yeah.
It's got that island vibe, right?
Yep, definitely got that island vibe.
That smoke vibe.
Yeah, smoke vibe. Yeah, for sure. I mean, those came out of nowhere. Like, I don't even try when I do stuff like that. I just go all over the place, and then some stuff just be going crazy. And when I did Red Eyes, I started it, and then I played a little bit of it for somebody, and I seen their face, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is one of them ones. And I just drove around, like, in my Ferrari and just wrote the hook and kind of just felt the vibe of it. And then when I put the song all the way together, and every time I play it for people, they say that's one of their like standout tracks to them, just as far as energy and flow.
It sticks out for sure, 100%. What up, Jack?
Do you still have your Pez dispenser collection?
I don't think I ever had that. Who said that?
The internet said that you used to collect Pez.
Never.
Never?
Never.
Then
Pez Khalifa?
Was
No.
wrong. Was the internet wrong?
Pez Khalifa.
The internet wasn't wrong though that you used to live in Japan.
I did live in Japan.
For how long?
Oh, 2.5 years. Yeah.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Japan and Germany?
Hanashimasu?
I don't remember all that. It sounded good.
Otani.
We ain't finna do none of that.
Otani's a baseball player, man.
Oh, all right.
He plays for the Dodgers, man.
I don't watch sports either.
Yo, I love
Sports in Japanese, the same thing.
Right. It's all foreign.
Yeah.
The cover's crazy too. You got the world just covered with weed, obviously.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about the bald spots, right? And I'm like, well, it'll look like a fuzzy ball, I guess, if you cover the entire
Bald
world.
spots. Yeah, it's like symbolizing that we're Taylor gang in the whole world. you know? So slowly but surely, it's taking over. You see some spots we're filled in. Some spots we got some work to do.
Was there a song that you wanted on the project and it just couldn't make it on?
Nope. everything that I wanted on there, absolutely made it on there. My whole team worked really hard. Will over at Taylor Gang. This is the Taylor Gang release through BMG.
But you got to have some pushback from someone, right?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Everything, we cleared everything that needed to be cleared. And I worked all the way up until the day that, you know, I needed to turn it in. So all the way up until the very last second, each skip in between, everything, I'm happy with everything. Like, there was nothing that I wish that I could have done that I didn't do to this album.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good. So there's no regrets. None of
no regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
No
regrets. No regrets. Yo, Wiz is a Grandma's Boy fan.
Oh yeah.
That movie's such a
That's my
fucking
favorite
classic,
movie.
man. Isn't
Yeah.
that great?
Any house that I ever moved in, I would, before I even got furniture, I would get a TV and Grandma's Boy.
Gotta have it on.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
man, so many classics. It's crazy how like it flopped in the movie theaters, but once it hit DVDs, I think it sold like 100 million copies. Or
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
Shit like that.
I was just hearing about that, like how DVDs being gone messed up movies because they was dependent on that. After it didn't do good in the theater, it's like, oh, well, at least it'll do good on DVD. But that's why they don't make movies like that no more, because they can't afford it. So we'll never get movies like that no more because they won't perform. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now we get just series.
We're screwed.
We're screwed, man. We're fucked. There's some great movies out there.
Yep.
You know, what's your favorite line from Grandma's Boy? There's so many. Is it turd nuggets?
When she took the cereal away from him, and that big dude was like, "Sucks to be you, nerd."
I love when that dude's on the news. He's like, and there he was, the fucking king of the jungle. Such a fucking classic movie, man. What are some great movies to like watch and be extremely high?
There's that. There's Role Models.
Role Models
is great, bro.
Yeah, Role Models cracks me up. Anchorman. Oh, Dodgeball.
Dodgeball is
Yeah.
so hilarious.
You can
dodge a wrench.
Dodgeball.
Yo, yeah, Dodgeball.
Average Joe's, bro.
Dodgeball is a good
Yeah.
one.
Is there any serious movies that you
serious?
Schindler's List, or is it
God.
Titanic?
I like to watch
or
like King of New York.
King of New York.
Yeah, that's
Fucking Loaded.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
You know, me and Jackie got stupid high one night, and then we just ran through the entire Chappelle show.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, because I had never seen the Chappelle show. Like,
oh yeah,
and
no,
so
that's the
he
perfect
was
way
showing.
to
Then
watch
it
it.
went on to Boondocks after that, and I was just like,
oh shit.
oh my god, this is
Yeah.
like
Half
this is
Baked.
line.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch Half Baked.
Yeah.
Half Baked is such a
But this was a
classic.
shroom high too.
Yeah, I did shrooms and watched Interstellar.
Oh, me too, bro. That shit.
It's
That shit
crazy.
is nuts.
Wait, what's
That
so
shit is-
crazy about
What?
Interstellar is already crazy in itself, but
On
when you're on
shrooms?
shrooms,
Oh
it's just
my
like
God.
Are you microdosing, or are you just going for it?
I'm doing microdosing. Well, not now, but I did microdose. But that time I was full on
I was
tripping.
on, bro.
Yeah. I did
Me
some
and
tea.
my uncle, we had like the chocolates.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we didn't think the first one was enough, so we took another one, and
more.
we were just stupid, bro,
Yeah.
watching that shit.
I heard shroom
took-
tea you might not be able to come back from sometimes.
Yeah, no, the tea was wild. I still feel the tea kick in like sometimes.
It comes back, right?
it's like an aftershock.
It comes back like days later. You're like, oh shit, it's insane.
Yeah, it's wild, yeah.
You got more? Fuck. That sounds like an amazing time, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone further than that, like ayahuasca, anything like that?
No, I never done ayahuasca before.
That sounds crazy too.
Yeah, it does. It reveals things. I think a lot of those things are for people who don't unravel shit and they have like years and years of stuff to unravel. Like it quickly does that for you.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've done a lot of work unraveling. So I don't need to unravel that much.
That's good. That's good.
I'm pretty unraveled.
I got it from here, man. Ayahuasca, dog. Like that shit unlocks shit too, dog. And you're just like, yo, bro, I don't know if I wanted to be here.
Yeah, it shows you some stuff.
And you got to leave the country to do that. You can't do it here, in North Hollywood.
No, they do. They have like shamans and stuff like that. They have people in New York who are like certified. But it's probably better if you go.
My
do
shaman's
it, like,
name, I want it. I want to be able to not be able to
Understand.
pronounce it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's Larry, I don't want Jack as my shaman. Or...
Yeah, it's not gonna be Jack when you do the ayahuasca. It's gonna be some other stuff. Yeah, they do it in like apartments, yo. Like they have like ceremonies and things like that, and you can pay. They do retreats out here too, in like Malibu, probably not Malibu anymore, but areas where you can retreat.
Yeah.
You know a lot about it for not ever doing it.
He's done
Well,
his research.
I get invited to a lot of cults. I just haven't joined one yet.
No, the other day, I'm still recovering from the other day. We had a really I had a really bad shroom trip to where I found my euphoria and my happy place, but then I was crying for 3 hours.
Oh boy!
And he was just like, "You're reminding me of the Joker in this moment." And
yeah.
He was just like, "You're crazy."
Yeah.
But I'm chill with it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool.
That's cool.
It's fine.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That could be a bummer too, though, right?
He accepted you for who you are.
Yeah.
1,000%.
There was a lot to. I was unraveled.
unraveled.
I was unraveled.
The way you're unraveled, she's
I
unraveled.
unraveled.
But
at that
you
point.
accepted her. That means you guys are really in love because it could have freaked you out.
Yeah.
But he's like, yo, I got you.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was freaked out for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, we're good.
You
chilling.
good. I know what to do with this. Let me
Stronger man than I am.
grab some of that string.
Yeah.
Right? Let me get a taste of that. I would have been like, I might have to break up with this chick. She's fucking wild. And I'm crazy. So what the fuck? We can't be together.
Yeah.
Back to the cults. Yo, that's insane, right?
Uh-huh.
When you're a celebrity, there's certain things you get invited to that you obviously think of maybe going to, but then thinking there's somewhere you're just like, I'd never go there.
Just gotta be aware, yo. You gotta look at the situation. It's a lot of rich people too, because they like to have their way, and they think they can just buy you or kind of opportunity you into doing some random 3-month retreat that turns into a lot of obligations,
Right.
But you just gotta be aware of that stuff. I think out here people don't think that it's true because they watch documentaries or they think it's false because it seems so crazy, but it's
how true is it?
It's very true. It's really true. People use
Beyond Scientology?
Beyond Scientology, they use mental health as you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the hook.
Yeah, they have little mushroom things.
Let's do
they
this
got
shit, man.
ketamine shit that they do and they use it as it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? But really they're
And people who watch these documentaries always want to think I can't get sucked into that. But it's very easy.
Nah.
Yes, it's super duper easy.
Garcia, you said control's like a control thing.
Like a control thing, yeah.
Yeah.
They just want to get you under their thumb, man.
Yeah.
But what do
and
they want to do with you? Whatever.
I never got that far.
To be continued.
I never got that far.
We don't want to find out.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Nah, yeah. And they, I think they come to you as they want to help you. Mm-hmm. People want to help you.
Yeah,
but
they
you
want to
gotta
be your spirit guide and all of these things. And it's cool, on a surface level, you know what I mean? Because when you take what the benefits from it, it's cool. But then when you start going a little bit deeper, you start to figure out what's really cracking.
Mm-hmm. You start to figure it out real quick.
Yeah. But if you stay on the surface level, you good. Yeah.
Surface level meaning what? Just keep it cool.
Keep it cool. Hi, bye. Information. Namaste. You know what I mean?
Namaste.
No.
That's right.
But,
yoga mat, the whole shit.
But
Right.
I'm not gonna stay.
I'm not gonna stay. Like that. I'm good, man. I just ate. I gotta go. Yo, hey, Bring Your Lungs. Did you have that song already for a minute, or was that something you got done pretty quick?
That was something we created on the spot. Yep. We used that one to really kick off the album and gain some energy and just, kind of tell the narrative of what the album and Cushion Orange Juice 2 is all about. And that was a blessing because working with BMG, we came up with this method to release the records called the Waterfall method, and it ended up really working really well, where we picked 4 songs that we really liked, and we just released them throughout the rollout of Kush and Orange Juice 2 coming out. So we really didn't even have the date for when it was supposed to be released. We were releasing these songs and just kind of getting the temperature of what we could do later. And it allowed me the time to find a pocket and create the music that, you know, I knew would resonate with my fans, and also not rush the experience of Kush and Orange Juice 2. Because if we would have just dropped the album around the time of those 4 songs, or used one of those songs as the single and then dropped the album right after it, we would have been done. And we wouldn't even been talking about Kush and Orange Juice right now. But the idea was to elongate the experience and make sure people know what we're getting into, and then finally get delivered a full album. And the process was risky. Nobody had really done it like that before, but it ended up working a lot.
Is it almost doing it in reverse?
No, it's just something new. Like, it's something that's, you know, works with the times.
Yeah.
It's something that, you know, when you look at how people digest music, and you look at playlisting, and you look at, you know, everybody's job is just what works for the long run, as opposed to the normal method of focus track, album, done.
Right.
Yeah.
Single hook.
Yeah. Now we really, you know, made, you know, a tailored experience for this album, and made people interested in it for an entire year. And it didn't come out until a year later, but we spent the whole year setting it up.
That's very smart, man.
Thank you.
You mentioned pocket. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
In your
Thank
lungs,
you.
it's that pocket.
It's that pocket.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It was something that we were confident in, still love, still confident in, still a part of the process, and something that helped us to get to where we are now.
Yo, on top of the music, right? And not to brag, but to inspire, can you mention what you're invested in as far as an investor goes, and what you've put money into?
Yeah, my investments include Khalifa Kush, PFL, which is the Professional Fighters League, Liquid Death.
Liquid Death early.
Yeah.
Early on, right?
Yeah, early investor in Liquid Death. Damn, I know I'm forgetting something.
Path? Did I hear Path? Pathwater?
No, not Pathwater.
Pathwater.
I have a mushroom company called Mr. Caps as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, I got you. Don't even trip. And I'm missing out on something, but it's cool.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't have to invest millions of dollars to make millions of dollars. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you should invest what works for you at the time, and especially wherever the company is at, and how much you're able to work for that company. When you invest, there's a difference between just putting money into it and expecting it to blow up, and then putting money into it and actually helping the company grow. And each company that I'm invested in, I have, you know, part in helping that company grow. And it's based off of my platform. It's based off of what I can do physically in person. It's based off of, you know, a lot of other things that make me valuable to the company as well. So when the company does do well, that's where my worth comes from.
Yeah.
So it's not because I invested millions of dollars in it, but it's because I actually help it grow as a company over time. And that's what, you know, real business is all about. If you're going to invest, if you're going to invest, you're going to help the company grow. You're going to be an asset to the company. You're not just putting money in something that you hope, you know what I mean, fucking blows up one day.
Exactly. Not for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Yo, would you go to space if there was like a celebrity journey?
I'm good.
You wouldn't get super duper fucking high and go to space?
I'm straight. I'm cool. I wonder why it only takes like 45 minutes to get to space, but it takes 7 hours to get to freaking, you know.
To crypto.com?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know we're in a rocket and all. I know we're in a rocket and all that. Jeez.
Kush and Orange Juice 2 available everywhere, man. Wiz Khalifa, thank you for your time.
Thank you guys for having me.